Welcome back, guys. This is King Weaves here, and this is what if Naruto was, well, sorry, what if Naruto had a sibling and left the village finale. Last time we left off with covering 1 year of the 2.5 year training, which Tsuki and Naruto were actually in, while, of course, now they're alone. And well, as soon as they start on the second year of their training, they were actually going on a walk, and unfortunately they had to come across Mito and Jiraiya. The fight ensued, and Mito and Naruto were able to escape as they did not want to fight. And now, of course, during the latter part of the well, not latter, during the last year and a half, Naruto gets much stronger. So does Tsuki, Mito, and Sasuke. Sasuke would be with Orochimaru by now, and then Now the 2.5 year training ends, and Mito returns to the Leaf Village, and of course she's greeted by Sakura. They do the bell test and they pass easily, and now it was basically Naruto actually going on the mission of eliminating the Akatsuki, as that was his goal, and of course he needed to complete his goal. And now Naruto and Mito would be heading to the Sand Village at the same time, as a bit after Gaara's capture. And during this time, Tsuki, who already heard of pretty much Gaara being captured, and remember Tsuki and Gaara are actually friends here, and quite good friends. But anyways, now of course Naruto and Tsuki has been has been heading towards the Sand Village, and of course once she gets there, Naruto has gone there as well, and they're actually stopped from getting in. Well, Naruto and Tsuki, and of course, Team Seven here about two strange, shinobi coming to the village to actually, to enter, and they wanted to know about the Kazekage. And anyways, now they asked about it, and of course, Tsuki and Kakashi went to check. Same with Chio, and once they came, they saw two masked figures, as of course it was Naruto and Tsuki, and then now, of course, the two were actually there to find out whether Gaara was still here, and they didn't know about Gaara's capture yet. And anywho, we would see pretty much Naruto and Mito looking each other in the eyes, and Mito thought that it was Naruto for a second, but then once she asked who they were, Naruto they wouldn't want to give away their identity, and they said, you guys don't need to know that, and pretty much the two started walking away, realizing that Gaara must have been captured if Leaf Shinobi already here, and he well usually Leaf Shinobi aren't found uh, in the Sand Village, right? Especially Kakashi. How would Kakashi be here all of a sudden? And now, of course, this became quite suspicious to Naruto and Tsuki. And anyways, now they would head off to go and find the Akatsuki hideout. And now, of course, once they came in front of the Akatsuki hideout door, they would realize that Gaara is being pretty much socked. Well, not sorry. So Gaara is being killed pretty much by the Akatsuki taking away Shikaku from him, and now Naruto and Tsuki would easily break through, and they would look at both Deidara and Sasori. Naruto would Naruto and Tsuki would realize that Sasori should not be killed. Sasori should be given a second chance. Same as Deidara, they would like to give them a second chance for each other's villages, and so the fight ensues. The ritual stopped, however, most of the eyes already opened, and Gaara is already on the verge of death. However, he does not die, as a little bit of Shikaku is still inside of him now. The fight would go on with Naruto versing Sasori as he's trying to tell Sasori to return to the Sand Village as it's better than being in the Akatsuki. He'll be chased and eventually he'll be killed if he stays in the Akatsuki. Of course, Sasori says there's no point of returning to that village. I'm already wanted, and they want me dead anyways. Now, of course, Naruto then tells him that if he just asks to, be taken back in, he'll Garo will probably take him back in. Of course, Sasori is starting to change a little bit, and Naruto takes the opportunity to actually take him out easily, knocking him out. Of course, he was already out of his little shell, and he knocked him out before Sasori could even use his well, third Kazekage puppet. Now, of course, his crimes would be he would tie him up and take him to the Akatsuki hideout. And clearly, Deidara wasn't given a second chance by Tsuki. Tsuki has killed him. Unfortunately, Deidara just didn't want to listen to her, and he nearly exploded the whole entire vicinity or the area. So she had to kill him before he could, as he was already making the explosive. And Naruto understood, and he just tells her that it's fine. Uh, if that was the case, there was nothing to be done, and pretty much now they would go on to Naruto and Tsuki would actually leave, and of course they would have Sasori there, who's actually awake and he can't really break out of um, well the tie, or you know how he's been tied, he can't really break out, and pretty much of course Naruto and well Naruto and Tsuki are already out. Well, they're already gone, and they've been gone for a while now. And anyways, now they find Gaara actually awake, and Sasori and Gaara were talking. And now, of course, once they were found, oh, Naruto would. Well, sorry, uh, Sasori would have been taken in, and Gaara would have forgave his crimes, although he killed the third Kazekage. Still, Sasori would be forgiven by Gaara, as the Gaara is not that bad of a person. And now, of course, Sasori would still be put in jail for the first month that he would be back. But anyways, during this time, Naruto and Tsuki have heard of the second and the third tail being captured. They went to the second tail, no, to find who captured the second tail, and from what they found out, clearly it was two of the Akatsuki members that she actually knew quite well. It was Kakuzu and Hidan, and she figured that much out because of the strings left from Kakuzu's well Kakuzu's body. Those string-looking things. Those things were remaining, and anyways, now, of course, she realized, and now, pretty much, they went to find the sorcery. I mean, not sorcery. Hidan and Kakuzu. Now, once they actually found them, pretty much they saw that team, Team 10 were going up against them, and of course, Asuma was about to get caught, but Naruto came in the way and pretty much kicked Hidan away. As Hidan, if he caught anyone, he could have pretty much controlled whether they die or not. Now, Naruto saved Team 10, and he couldn't even put his mask on in time. And anyways, of course, Team 10 were happy to see Naruto again. And Naruto says, "Don't be happy, I'm not here to help you, I'm here for my own gain." As he says that, Tsuki pretty much attacks Hidan, as Naruto then attacks Kakuzu. Kakuzu and Naruto go into a Taijutsu fight until Kakuzu pretty much brings out all five of his hearts, which Naruto easily takes down one by one, using ice release and wood release and lava release, killing all three of them. The lightning and the Kakuzu's heart would remain. The lightning one would create a lightning. He would try to actually paralyze Naruto. However, Naruto was able to easily evade that, pretty much appearing behind the lightning heart and saying, "It's all for you, Kakuzu of the Akatsuki." As he says that, he pretty much kills or stabs through the heart of or destroys the mask of the lightning style heart, and pretty much then looks at Kakuzu as the creator of Senshuriken straight away, and actually just throws it at Kakuzu as Kakuzu goes flying and pretty much gets killed. Hidan is easily buried into the ground by oh Tsuki by using her explosive tags. And now, after all of this, of course, Team 10 thanks Naruto and Hitsuki as the two actually smile at them, saying that it's no problem. But as a, as a to return the favor, just make sure not to tell anyone that you've seen us. And of course, Team 10 actually agrees to this. And anyways, now, of course, word has been going around that someone is killing the Akatsuki members one by one or two by two, pretty much, and the Akatsuki does hear about this. Of course, Zetsu has seen the last fight. It was actually Naruto and Tsuki, and Obito is actually quite pissed off that Tsuki, the person that he just said, "I don't care. You're not going to get in my way." He's getting his way now. Oh, he also hears that Naruto Uzumaki, the Naruto's Jinchuriki, is part of this little two-man team. And anyways, now, of course, Naruto would then go on to pretty much, the two would actually go to find Itachi and Kisame. But this time, Sasuke would have already killed, well, killed Orochimaru and went to Itachi. And once they arrived, of course, Naruto also, killed Kisame easily with Tsuki, and he went on to find Sasuke fighting Itachi. Right before Sasuke was about to use the Kirin, there was a little bit of a fireball or fire clash, and Naruto comes in the way as the Tsuki is actually behind all of them. Just watching, Naruto says, "It's been a while, Sasuke, hasn't it?" Of course, Sasuke was confused on what Naruto was doing here, as of course, Sasuke tells Naruto to get out of his way, throwing a kunai at him. Naruto catches it easily and throws it back twice the speed as Sasuke was barely able to dodge, and pretty much even the ground where the kunai landed actually started cracking. And now, of course, Naruto then looks at Itachi and says, "I know you haven't done anything bad. You haven't even tried capturing any of the tail beasts. It was all Kisame, wasn't it? Now, tell Sasuke the truth and make your life easier. It's better like that than to save it for later." As he says that, Naruto then tells Tsuki that they're gonna go, and he actually tells Itachi that there is someone that can cure him in the Leaf Village. So if they return, he will be cured, even if he has little time. It's better than dying. Now, of course, Itachi tells Sasuke everything, and Sasuke is utterly devastated. He's like, "All this time you've been lying to me to protect me, blah blah blah," and pretty much they hug it out and they go return to the Leaf Village. Naruto doesn't tell Sasuke not to tell anyone that you've seen him, blah blah blah, but yeah, of course, Sasuke does tell everyone that he's seen Naruto. Naruto was actually the one who stopped, well, to stop the fight against him and Itachi. And now, of course, uh, pretty much not people or Mito was actually on the search for Naruto at this point. Now, this of course went on to for pretty much Mito asked for permission to go find Naruto, and clearly that permission was denied as it was too dangerous. And of course, Jiraiya would arrive, telling them that he's going to go find out more information about the Akatsuki leader, as although Naruto is still one of their targets, and he doesn't want Naruto to pretty much be captured. And now, of course, he would take Mito with him because Mito actually begged him to do it, and so he couldn't really say no at that point because Mito kept saying that she'll go anyway, even if he says no. And anyways, now, of course, Mito went, and now well, after all of this, pretty much they fight Pain, and Pain asks where Naruto's Uzumaki is, and of course they won't give that information to him. And on now we go on to see pretty much Naruto, sorry, Mito and Jiraiya versus Pain, and that fight would go a bit well towards the Mito's and Jiraiya's side. However, they wouldn't be able to finish as the well they were actually defeated last second by a catastrophic almighty push, which they had to use a reverse summoning jutsu to actually escape death, pretty much. And now, of course, once they escape to Mount Miyabuki, they realize that they can beat him. However, he has art techniques that he still has not used, and they need to be careful about those. Now, of course, this was once again dangerous, and Naruto would actually be in search for Pain, as Pain was his next target. And now, of course, Tsuki and Naruto would be searching for him. And anywho, now, of course, Pain knows that Naruto is not in the Leaf Village. He already left, and he's been a rogue ninja, pretty much. Or not a rogue ninja, as he's never really graduated, but still. Now, of course, Naruto and Tsuki would be roaming to find the Pain, but they could not. In fact, they ended up at the Leaf Village, as that is where they thought Pain would arrive. And once they arrived and they entered the Leaf Village, of course they were apprehended. But as soon as they arrived, it's already been 2 weeks since the fight. Pain arrives with his other paths, realizing that the Leaf Village is too much of a threat towards their mission, and so to capture Naruto and Killer B, especially Naruto, who's going to be their last target. They want to get rid of any threats to their mission, and so they wanted the Leaf Village to destroy it and kill everyone there. However, Naruto was there, and as soon as he saw Pain, both him and Tsuki started darting at Pain, and pretty much they attacked Pain. Anyways, now the Naruto tells Pain that this is it. He will finish the Akatsuki here with him being the last member that he needs to kill. And Pain says that there are other members in the Akatsuki, and it won't be easy. Now, Jiraiya and Mito would be in the village, and they would actually come to Naruto telling him that that's not the real body. And Naruto would say, "Alright, so what's this?" And pretty much they say that this is like a puppet. And Naruto thanks them for the information, which is actually a first from Naruto. Naruto's changed by now, although he still doesn't want to live in the village no more. And anywho, now he creates a Rasengan or a Senshuriken, and pretty much he adds the chakra strings to it as when he throws it. And Tsuki would come in with a massive fireball jutsu, which would distract the two of the pains. One, the absorbing path would actually try to absorb the fireball jutsu instead of the Rasen Shuriken, as the Rasen Shuriken would be easy to dodge, and the fireball jutsu is massive and would be harder to dodge. However, this was a mistake from the pains, as clearly Naruto has chakra strings added to his Rasen Shuriken, so he can actually wheel that around and pretty much use it like something like yo-yo looking thing. And anyways, now Naruto kills four of the paths of pain, the other path of pain, the Naruto path, the summoning path, the human path, and the absorbing path. And the other part, the King of Hell path, would be destroyed by the Fireball Jutsu. Within seconds, only one path of pain would be remaining, and this would be very surprising for both Mito and Jiraiya, as they took quite a while to actually destroy three pains, and here they are, well, four pains, and here they are destroying five of them within seconds as the fight begins. Clearly, these two are on a completely different tier of strength, and Naruto has grown much stronger. You can see it from the look in his eyes. He's more serious. He doesn't have any hate towards anyone right now, although he's still scarred from his past. Now, of course, Tsuki and Naruto would then fight Pain, who would use an all-nighty push, and pretty much Mito would destroy that Pain instantly with a massive Sengon, and Mito would have helped out here. And now they would find the Pain, Nagato, and here Naruto would tell him that he's doing this for peace. He realized that, the way that the Akatsuki are going, it's not, It's not true peace. They're trying to create a world of facades, a world where people live their live their dreams without waking up. That's not true peace. That's just putting a pause to the conflict. Do you not understand? To achieve true peace, you have to go through pain. You have to go through all of this, and I'll bring peace to this shinobi world, one way or another. Even if it takes me my whole life, even on my dying breath. If I still haven't reached that goal, I'll pass on that mantle to someone else. You can trust me. As he said, of course, he realizes that he's right, and he tells him that he will, and he's no longer going to work with Akatsuki. And pretty much he takes out one of his eyes, telling Tsukome, oh not Tsukome, Tsuki to take it, and the other one he wants to give to Naruto, but of course Naruto says no, keep that one, and Naruto and Tsuki are starting to leave as Nagato of course dies, and of course Conan goes off with both Yahiko's and Nagato's bodies. Jiraiya does try to get Conan to stay in the village, but no, that will not happen. As she has some things to do of her own, and she tells him that it's been nice knowing them. Of course, she disappears, and now Naruto and Mito do talk for a second, for a few minutes before Naruto was about to leave. Of course, Mito stops him, telling him how much she's missed him, how much she truly regrets, what she's done and how she treated him in the past. She never saw the true worth of Naruto, and now she realized after she lost everything, Naruto was right. She was ignorant at the time, but she's changed now, and of course she looks at Naruto, thinking that Naruto will just, clown on her, but of course telling her that, it's too late now. But Naruto smiles, saying that he's sorry for what he said a year and a half ago, but returning to the village right now is not in his mind, as there are some Akatsuki members that he needs to take care of, and the Akatsuki is clearly not done yet. There are some members that we don't know about yet, and they're much stronger, especially the masked man, the one that attacked the Leaf Village all those years ago. Of course, the Ninetales told this to Naruto, as Naruto and the Ninetales might had some sort of connection with each other. They wouldn't be friends, but still, they would talk here and there. The Ninetales would have told Naruto the whole truth that he never really attacked the village. He was forced to do it as he was taken out. He was trying to break out, but still, someone actually broke the seal and took him out forcefully and started controlling him by brainwashing him and telling him what to do. It was an Uchiha, but he doesn't know who he was, but he believes it wasn't Madara for sure. He knows that it wasn't Madara Uchiha, but it could have been. He wasn't really conscious at the time, so he couldn't really, well, he didn't really know if it was or not. And anyways, now Naruto tells her that, she doesn't need to, beat herself up over this, and she should live her life as she wants to. And he knows that she's strong, and tells her that one day maybe, you know, he can come back and face his fears. And anyways, now, of course, Naruto then leaves with Tsuki, not Tsukome, and of course goes on his own way. Of course, Obito would be the final member of the Akatsuki remaining, and he realizes that everyone's dead. He even killed the Conan and got the other Rinnegan, and now he has to go capture Killer Bee on his own. He does. It takes him a lot longer, but still, in the end, uh, of course, he declares a war on the five nations by visiting one by one, and the war would start a bit later. It would be actually on Naruto's 16th birthday, as 17th birthday, sorry. Of course, both Mito and Naruto weren't really in the mood of celebrations, as clearly Naruto has heard of how, you know, Obito has already declared war on some of the villages for him, and wherever he is, of course, he realizes that the war is for him, and so he returns to the Leaf Village just for this reason. Of course, Kabuto would be on his side, and the reanimations would still happen, and there would be a Five Kage summit to make sure Naruto is not, lost to the Akatsuki, the final Akatsuki member that Naruto could not kill. Now, Of course, Naruto would be sent to the same mountain or the same place that Killer Bee mastered his tail beast, as it was a sacred place that no one knew about. And now, of course, the war would begin, and Naruto would easily defeat the Narutos and meet his parents and have that little talk with them. And anyways, now, of course, when you joined the battle, the tides turned, and of course, clearly, Naruto and the Shinobi Alliance had the advantage. Tsuki actually joined with Naruto at the same time, so she wasn't there to help out beforehand, as she was more worried about Naruto, and she would be the one actually, helping out Naruto just in case. And Yamato wouldn't be there; Yamato would be in the war. And anyways, now both of them would release and easily be able to defeat most of their opponents. And now Naruto would send clones all around the battlefield and pretty much help out everyone. And we would go on to see Naruto and Naruto and Tsuki, yeah, and Kakashi. Of course, Kakashi and Naruto weren't really, too close, but we move. Guy and Guy, Naruto, Tsuki go up against the other Tail Beasts and their Jinchuriki. Of course, in the end, Naruto wins, as clearly the Naruto's actually respects Naruto here and tells Naruto to, well, not lose. And in the end, he defeats the Tail Beasts and meets everyone in that Tail Beast realm. And now, of course, the reanimation jutsu was stopped by both an eternal monkey Sharingan Sasuke and an eternal monkey Sharingan Itachi, and no Izanami was needed, and Danzo would have already been executed by Sasuke and Itachi, as clearly they weren't having it. Although it might have been seen as a crime, they were excused because of all the things that Danzo did, and now it would be like a little bit of justice towards the people who suffered because of Danzo, especially both Itachi and Sasuke. Now, of course, they would still find the Orochimaru, and Orochimaru would take them to actually, reanimate the full Kage, as the war would have been in its full phase now, or in its final phase, as clearly Madara clapped the five Kage, and he'd be fighting Naruto at this point. Of course, uh, well, Obito would still summon the Ten Tails, and Sasuke would join the fight with Itachi at the same time, and Team 7 wouldn't be reunited as Naruto wasn't part of it, and he didn't really need the help from them. But Mito helped out Naruto quite a bit, especially with the flying Raijin, saving people from massive tail beast bombs. And Naruto, of course, well, Naruto and Mito would make a very good team, as they are pretty much twins. But anyways, now, of course. Minato would be happy that the relationship has returned to one that they both him and Krishna would have liked it to be. Of course, they had their ups and downs for many years, but clearly, they've made amends. And anyways, now the war would go on, and Naruto and Tsuki would be decimating most of uh, most of the little offsprings of the Tentacles. I'm not sure what to call them, but those little minions. But anyways, now, of course, Jupiter would be defeated by Naruto easily, as he talked no jutsu them, well, now Obito would be on Naruto's side. Although they both wanted to become Hokage at one point, they now both lost that motivation, and they've been lost in the path of life. And of course, Naruto has found his ways, not in the Leaf Village, but he has found people that, of course, he trusts. Jiraiya, of course, Jiraiya and Naruto have spent some time right before the war, and of course, he's caught up with his godfather and everything. And of course, Jiraiya apologizes for not being there for Naruto when he needed it, and of course, he's well, caught up with many people that he never really knew much, especially Shikamaru and Choji. But anyways, now, of course, we'll go on to see pretty much Obito joining Naruto's side, and Madara becoming the Tento's Jinchuriki, still clapping everyone without eyes, with no eyes, he'd still annihilate everyone. And anyways, well, Gaara would be very grateful to Naruto for actually saving him, as Sasori would have told him that the person that actually beat him was Naruto, and whatnot, and pretty much Naruto and Tsuki are the ones that he should be thanking the most. And anyways, now, of course, we would see Naruto and Naruto actually meet the Sage of Six Paths, and here Indra Indra's reincarnation would actually be Naruto, or would actually, so not Naruto, would be Tsuki, actually being outside, well, leaving everything behind and doing her own thing, and also she would basically change earlier than Sasuke. Remember how the cycle of hatred was stopped? It stopped much earlier here, and pretty much the Sage's class was happy, and since Tsuki already had a Rinnegan, he would only give her the some of the chakra, and Naruto would actually unlock a Rinnegan as well, as Sage of Success had some chakra to spare for Naruto to achieve this, and Naruto at first was like, I don't really need it, I'm not really used to using any, you know, uh, Ajutsus, but anyways, of course, the Sage of Success, like, just take it, and I'll give your sister some powers as well, and that boy Sasuke. Of course, Naruto's like, alright, you didn't need to tell me that. And anyways, now Sasuke would get, because Tsuki didn't need such a massive chakra boost like Sasuke would have in the original. That's why the sage had so much chakra to spare, and that's why he gave some to Sasuke to unlock well his Rinnegan with Tomoe, and Tsuki would have just oh no, Mito, sorry, Mito would have just got a little bit of a power boost. That's it. Her sage mode just being a bit stronger without the pigment, basically. Not literally, it would be a watered down version of the Six Paths Sage mode, but Naruto and Tsuki would be on a completely different level than the other two, and clearly the two would decimate Madara, and in the end, Kage would be born, or not born, but Kage would return, and both Tsuki and Naruto knew what to do. Together, they would only save themselves and Obito, as they were the closest ones, and of course, Obito would thank them for saving him as well, and Obito would watch in awe, and clearly, oh well, of course, Obito would have given Kakashi his Rinnegan, not Rinnegan, but his Sharingan back, and Naruto would have done the little thing that I do in every What If, that he gives him a new eye to Obito, and Obito gives that one as well to uh, Kakashi, and pretty much they both have DMS, double Mungeki Sharingan, and the Naruto changes Kakashi's DNA to fit, just to be exactly like, or in his eyes, and be like uh, Obito's, but we all know that that's pretty much impossible scientifically. It's actually impossible, but it's a what if, and it's my what if, and I can do whatever I want, to be honest. But anyways, now I'm sure you guys like it, and anyways, of course, Obito was in the fight just a tiny little bit, helping out by using his little Susanoo. I say little, but yeah, he helped out a little bit, and Naruto was able to finish off Kaguya with a final Rasen Shuriken, and now he has a Karma Seal, and due to his universal understanding, he'll basically use it to return. Now, the war would have been over, and of course, Madara would have, said goodbye to Tsuki, and Tsuki would have forgave him, and he would have actually got, you know, she would actually got the final eye to actually get her Eternal Monkey Sharingan. Although she had the Rinnegan, she still didn't have the Eternal Monkey Sharingan in one of her eyes, which was actually quite bad. But still, of course, now she did get it, and Naruto would have gotten over his little thing, with the Leaf Village, especially because his father asked Naruto to forgive the people, as he's basically a hero of the war, and the people of the Leaf Village did hear of how much Naruto helped in the war, and pretty much he's the hero with Tsuki, and they would become the hero of pretty much every village in the Shinobi world. But anyways, now of course they would be treated like heroes, and Naruto people would apologize to Naruto every time they see him. Naruto would be a bit embarrassed, but still, he returns to the Leaf Village at the end of the story, and that is where I'm going to end off. I hope you enjoyed it. Please stay safe. This was the King of Weebs, and anyways, my lovely, you are dismissed, and peace.